came back from a 13-point deficit to cut the lead to 4 with just a little over a minute left in the game, but they couldn't quite get over that hump to pull away with the victory against the number 10th ranked Oregon Ducks. I'm Halie Berry, and I have with me Kim Brenneisen. We knew it was going to be a tough one because Oregon is a very good team defensively. It was a bloodbath on the court in the first half. What do you think was working for the Utes to keep the game so close going into the half?
I think what was working for them is that they were attacking the basket and they were getting to the hole and they weren't afraid to take shots. And you could see them slip up towards the end of the first half because Oregon did have a 2-point lead going into the locker room, where Utah started to turn the ball over a lot of times and they started to play a bit carelessly. So again, it came down to a lot of sloppy play, and Utah, what they did well was that they didn't turn over the ball in those first 15 minutes or so.
We've got a long way to go. I think in order to reach your full potential, you need to beat teams like this. You know, you don't get red ribbons like I used to for second place in track back in middle school. I'm asking all of our guys to take a look at where, we all need to lift our game up.
What do you think Oregon was doing that was throwing Utah off?
I think Oregon just finally started to click as opposed to the first half. And again, they started to capitalize on Utah's turnovers as well. And so Utah couldn't really keep up, and Oregon just continued to attack the basket. And you saw Oregon get several dunks that just kind of dismantled the crowd here, and it got them out of the game.
You're a joke! If I see you again this year, it'll be too damn soon! You're a freaking joke!
No matter what happens, we had no chance getting back in the game unless we got stops. And so that was my focus, is number one, let's not worry about how we're going to score. If we can get stops, we can push it in transition, and that's kind of what happened.
Coach Krzykowiak, he said in the second half, one of the things that they really tried to focus on, not so much scoring, but getting stops. Mm-hmm. What do you think that they changed defensively to slow Oregon down to come back in the game?
You could see that players like Lorenzo Bonham and David Collette were being timid around the hole, and it's like you can't do that against a team like Oregon because they will punish you for it. It's a young team, and they are still learning, and they are still coming together. And with a young team, they're very inexperienced, and so they are gaining that experience. They're gaining that experience of coming close to beating a number 10 team, like you saw against also number 4 UCLA when they came into Salt Lake City.
I think our guys are willing to learn. We'll break down the film and look at some of the good and the bad and the ugly tomorrow before we move on to the Beavers, and keep grinding. I trust our guys will continue to improve.